Hi, I'm State Representative Jason Perillo here with Representative Chris Davis. And we wanted to talk to you a little bit about tolls in Connecticut and some of the misconceptions we're hearing from residents. One thing that people think is that tolls will just be on trucks. The governor talked about that quite a bit during his campaign, but what we're hearing is that's not necessarily the case. In order to hit the revenue marks proposed in these plans, you would have to you would have to toll vehicles, cars, as well as trucks. And that's something that's very, very important. The other thing that people still think is that tolls would just be on our borders. And that's just factually inaccurate. You can't do it. The federal government won't let you do it. So the reality is that we'll see tolls all over the state of Connecticut. We've seen proposals for as many as 82 tolling locations throughout the state.
And it's also to keep in mind that a lot of people believe that we can either only toll people from out of state, and that is untrue as well. Over 60 to 70% of the people that would be tolled under all of these plans, as from the studies from the Department of Transportation themselves, show that Connecticut residents would be the ones paying them. So if we were to hit the benchmark set forth by the Lieutenant Governor and the Governor of almost $1 billion a year in tolling, that's $600 to $700 million a year coming directly out of the pockets of Connecticut's families and businesses. That's not something that I think most people would sign on to. You also have the fact that if we were to only tax trucks, Rhode Island, as the Representative mentioned, is being sued now for interstate commerce clause issues. Same thing with border tolls. And you can, under the federal guidelines, you can only do it for congestion pricing. So the idea of trying to pull people off of the roads and perhaps onto other mass transit projects. Under the plans that we've seen, I'm not sure if any of those are actually possible. And when you talk to most people out there, they don't understand that those are the limitations of what tolling can actually be. So by putting those 82 tolls on the most frequently used congested highways, every single one of you will be paying a toll on a regular basis.
And those are some of the facts about tolls here in Connecticut.